Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be checking out the biggest update in Survive the Nights since more or less release. It has been a long time since that FPS survival shooter has been in early access, and a long time since they gave us an update. So the biggest update since release, scary, and just in time for scary season. So what a perfect time for you guys to jump in, check it out, and get your own server. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and check description for 10% off your own Gportal server. So let's get to it. Okay, so the first thing you want to do, guys, is once you've got onto the Gportal website, is head over to rent a server and then scroll down, and then over here in this little search bar, you're going to type in Survive the Nights, and then you'll see it just there like so. Click on the order now button and then choose how many slots you want. If you don't see the amount of slots that you require, click on your own configuration. Now that'll look basically the same as most. So then you can choose how many slots you want. I'm just going to go over 10 for this one on a free day for the purpose of this video. Choose where you want to be based, or your server to be based, and then just click continue. Once that's done, it will open up the payment options area. I'll pay with my balance. Let's just go with that. Done. And now we'll just wait a couple of minutes until it's activated. Okay, so once your server has been activated, what you want to do next is head over to the basic settings. Make sure your server is offline at the top, and here you're going to give yourself a server name. So for this one, I'll just put GP test video, and then we've got our max amount of players. Now, if you want to reduce this for any reason, feel free. You can bring it all the way down to just you and your friend, or you and the rest, you know, or if you want to add more slots, you can. For the server password, that's up to you if you want to add it. I'll leave it blank for this video. Your server region, make sure you choose where you are. If you've got friends in the US and you're wanting to do a US based game, make sure you stick it on the US. You don't want to make them connect to the EU and have like the worst ping imaginable. So for this one, EU server owner, this is only required in order to short server text if it has to be your Steam ID. So for that one there, what I would highly recommend do is you can go to like, what's my Steam ID, like that, if you're not sure how to find it via like Steam, for example. But you just go in there and then just type in your like Steam account name. So if you're not sure how to do that, you can just go to profile, you know, and then just right click, copy page URL, and then just drag that in there like so, and click search. Okay, but mine's set to private, so alright. Anyway, moving on, you stick that 64 ID in there like that, or you could just go Dear Live, for example. I think that's how it is. Yeah, so there you would just get the 64 hexadecimal ones, this one up the top, and just click that, Control C, drag it in there, and just add it like so. Welcome message, welcome to the server hosted by Gportal. Now you could change that to whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. Leave as is, leave blank, put whatever you want in. Just don't put your mom's phone number in, she might not like it. Alright, recurring welcome message. That's like the one that's going to constantly repeat. You're going to want to put whatever you want in there. If like you want to help people, may say like, oh, come and check my this every day, or you know, whatever. Do you want PvP enabled or disabled? I'll leave it as disabled. You know, I don't even think I've actually tried PvP in this game, but hey, you know. Self-defense system, whether the player is allowed to kill other players without mental health penalties. I would say yes, leave on, but that's up to you. How you design your server is really up to you. You don't have to follow my instructions to the letter, okay? Mental health penalties, I would say leave as medium, but if you want to go into the full PvP, like I said, set it to high. Name tag distance, I would leave as medium. Show login messages, yes. Show death messages, yes. Your growth rate, now this is like, what I would say for this one is, I would say put it at 2. Now you can put it at 0, right? No growing at all, but I would leave it at like a slow rate, okay? It makes things a little bit more interesting. Now, forced spawn points, leave it -1 to disable it, or you can actually put it to 1, and then that would change it a little bit. Solo difficult presets for the game difficulty. So you've got 0 for easy, 1 for medium, 2 for hard, 3 for hardcore. You know, I would say if you're not sure what you're doing, leave it on like the standard stuff anyway. Tutorial behavior, sorry, leave it as default. But you know, if you've all done it before, just turn it off. Nobody really cares for it. New life screen message. Now you could just turn around and go, "Oh God, you died, Barbara." Look, I have not slept in a long time. Right, allow map, require map screen, that's up to you. Require compass item, yes. Now these are, I would leave these in. You don't want people to start with map and compass. You know, it just takes the fun out of trying to find a map and a compass. Right, then you've got global chat. That's up to you, or do you want local? I would say local, that way when people are actually around each other, they'll message each other. Then it's up to you for fortifications. Now for this one is the which got amount of strength added to fortifications when increased by the fortification tool. So I believe it's medium, you know, but it's up to you if you want to like change it around, play about with it. I always recommend that if you're not sure what a thing does, make sure nobody on your server, mess around for a bit, check out each of the settings, and then put the settings as a full time thing. Okay. Moving on to time and weather. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the fortification strength is still the same. So leave it as medium. Time and weather, up to you. Okay. I always like the starting weather to be in heavy rain. It just gives that feeling of like in September, you know. Just give that feeling of just oof. You know, like what have I come into? Like, can I just go back to my bed? Then you've got loot spawn rate. Now there's a lot of options in this section. Now with this, if you want more loot, like rare loot, I would leave it like possibly like if you want more loot spawning, okay, that's what usually most people want anyway, is more loot to literally spawn in. I would put it at 9. All right, that's fucking loot everywhere. If you want to put it at literally there is no loot in the entire game, put it to 0. Okay, and then you just fit it in between each little category. Then loot frequency is how long the loot's going to spawn and replenish and all that kind of stuff. Leave it as is. Loot spawn condition, I would say medium unless you want to change that. And then just going down to fuel and all that stuff. Now, so allow item ownership defines the ownership for certain items. If activated, the item can be owned by a player. You know, that's up to you. I would say just leave as is. Same as the decay system. Now for vehicles, leave as is unless you know what you're messing about with. If you want to go into the more stuff, okay. Vehicle respawn frequencies, for example, is how long it's going to take to refresh a vehicle. The vehicle spawn conditions, I would leave as medium. For vehicle damage, medium, and car alarms, fuck yes, because it makes zombies come. All right, now for zombies, this is really down to the server owner as well as you guys who are renting it, but it's a high preference. Now, for me, I usually have 220 zombies on, and no, I'm only joking. Doesn't even work anyway. You have to have a number less than 5. So if you put 5 amount of zombies on, you'll have 5 zombie sets coming at you. With this, I highly recommend you don't do that. You're not crazy like me. Put it down to like a 2, or even better, maybe just in the middle of 3-ish. All right. For their respawn rate, that structures, I would say maybe put it to a medium or slow. It's up to you if you want to do a little bit of looting and you don't want to worry about them spawning all the time. Zombie health, you know, 110, you could probably round that off to 100. Zombie strength, I would definitely leave that as medium unless you've got some hardcore players on the server, and then put it to freaking hardcore. Zombie vision, I would actually say put that to high, so they can see for a long distance. You know, you don't want them just going, I'm blind, I can't see anything. No, you want that. Zombie fortification attack damage, medium. Zombie headshots only, yes, because who the fuck kills a zombie by chest shots? What are you? Like, Right, day runner chase. Now this one, the chance that a zombie will be a fast runner during the day, that's up to you. But I usually put that at none. We during the daytime is our relaxation. I'm only joking. You know, on about it's a high. Yes, it's a high chance that you're going to get chased during the day as well as nighttime. Now, even though the game is survive the nights, you know, it's also good to have a little bit of scare during the day. Night runner chance is what we're going to be running at, probably a lower chance, even though we've got the high chance of the day. But it's up to you. Sorry, I've done that the wrong way around. High at night, daytime medium. That's what I wanted to do. Now, day runner speed is medium and night runner speed is medium. Now, how many items do you want dropped items? Zombies drop drops list. For example, 1,525 and 3,004. Increase the max amount drop by adding a number. I have no idea how this works. I've even messaged the devs and I can't understand how this works. So, if you know, leave a comment below and we'll have a chat about it in the comment section. All right, for Horde. Horde mode is up to you. If you want it like nightly or constant, feel free. Horde mode difficulty, I would highly put that to probably medium. You don't want it on easy, unless it's your first day on the servers, and then that's really up to you. All right, for Horde frequency, I would leave as 1, but that's measured in in-game night, so I would say it's random is probably the best option. That way you don't know when it's going to happen. It just freaking happens. Synchronized Horde night sets whether hordes will occur on the same night for all players. I would say be careful with this because it can lag out your servers. Okay, I've seen it where we've had 2 free hordes going at the same time attacking multiple different bases, and it is ridiculous. So I would leave that off for now. Synchronized Horde start hour, that's up to you as well. Allow horde avoiding. Yes, they can crouch and hide in the structure to avoid the horde. That's perfectly fine. Horde night override. So this one forces the horde difficulty level. It's hard to set anything other than default. Hordes will not increment. So I would just leave it as off. It's up to you. And then the rest here, leave off. Well, just leave as default. You don't want to mess around with it. Animals, chicken amounts, I would say high. Everybody loves some chicken. Some deer amounts, I would say medium to low, and the fox medium to low. For player stuff, this is still preference, like I said before. Well, more or less everything's preference, but this is the last major setting. What we're going to do here is have a quick look at it, and then I'll go on to how to do auto updates and saves. Initial spawn location, you've got house, campsite, and random. Put it at random. Respawn locations, random. Sleeping bag respawning is enabled. Items on the backpack, I would say backpack item, you know. Player nutrition is on. Nutrition difficulty is at medium. Stamina drain, medium. Stamina recovery, medium. Stamina model, casual. Only drains to 0 when using melee. Hard stamina drain to 0 from any stamina during activity. So if you want to like drain your stamina by like doing anything, stick it to hard. If you want it to just when you're fighting, stick it to casual. So put that on hard. Starting overall health, that will be what the new health is. Start at 0. Just leave it as default. Then your starting health is 80 and hydration 40, all that kind of stuff. Your starting sickness 0. Don't put that up. You'll just make people get really annoyed. Log in off near zombies. Right, whether player is allowed to log off when there's zombies in combat. I would leave this off because a lot of people just like Alt F4 anyway, you know. But it's really up to you. Now, set with the items list. This one here, you can get the item IDs here. Okay, now that's up to you what you want your players to do. What you do is you basically put, say, for example, you've got like this one here, which is the 275. You would go find it, right? Make a list on a notepad. Make sure it looks just like this, okay? And that will be how all your items are added to your player's inventory when they log in for the first time. So if you want everybody to look like Negan, you would add a baseball bat, leather jacket, and so on and so forth. If you wanted somebody to look like they did in Rust, where they just literally spawn in their underwear, then you just put nothing basically. Where like weapon wear, yeah, medium. So this is a very good one. one of the biggest things I hate in games is like repairing my freaking weapons every 5 seconds. So with this, I would put it to low. Okay? It's still going to break, but it's going to take a long time to do it. A longer time to do it. It's not going to break every 5 seconds or whenever every time I hit a zombie. So, alright, once that's done, click save. And it'll say okie dokie. Now, we're not going to turn our server on just yet. We're just going to move down. You don't have to worry about config files or logs. For this one here, auto update, if it's not on, make sure you turn it on. Restarts, I would say put it in here and just type in daily restart and then set the time for like sometime when nobody is on. So for me, I know there's no one on at 7 in the morning. So then just click save and that's it done. Make sure you have a backup of your server and just click create backup for at any time that your server goes and has a little bit of issues. Your first restore point is when you start your server, okay? Then you've got your permissions. Now, they'll need a Gportal account here, so that's up to you. And then if you need support at any time, you just click the support button and click right ticket, and that'll help you out. Once done, guys, don't forget to hit that start button, and that's your server started. Your IP there, and you'll have your server name here, which you'll be able to find in game. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and don't forget to check the description for 10% off your server. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. See you next time.